We're PJ and Emily Holmertz, and we have two kids, Aiden and Sarah, who are 11 and 13 right now. I grew up in the local church and really loved the idea of doing ministry and global outreach. And then when I met Emily, she loved the idea of the local church, but her idea of local church was very much in Iowa. And so there was a bit of a disconnect for us when we first met.
So when we thought about the idea of going to Africa, I had to overcome some real fears in my life. I realized that the Lord was showing me and revealing that I had built up a lot of walls and was sort of protecting myself from Him and whatever He would want me to do outside of my comfort zone. And so He had to, little by little, work to overcome those things. So it was a real wrestling match that I had with the Lord, but in His grace and mercy and kindness, He just led me day by day to help me to see that He was the one in control, not me. And even with our kids, I had to learn to trust that He was their rock and He was their safe place, and that if He had PJ going, then He had me going also, and then He also had Sarah and Aiden there as well, and that this is something we had to do together.
We have people that come from all over the world to serve with us in Africa, and so my job is to coordinate all of those people that are coming to serve with us for less than 1 year. So that hopefully that some of these people will say, this is something that I'd like to do on a longer term basis and come back at a full-time capacity. But regardless of what happens after their time with us for that year, that they're more involved in God's work globally. We are just normal folks that God called. He called us to make some sacrifices, and yet He's come in and He's met our needs. He's met those desires of our heart, and He's given us what we need to be able to serve Him well. And it's truly been a joy. But I really would encourage anybody to really examine, what is God asking you to do? How is He asking you to be involved in this? Whether it's praying, whether it's giving, whether it's going. It takes everyone to reach out to unreached people groups, to get the gospel to the places where it needs to go so that He can build His church in those places.